Recently, I got another strike on my YouTube channel for a video that YouTube decided was controversial. They informed me that my podcast had medical misinformation in it when it did not, and I was careful that it did not. Because as you'll see in the following video, I explained that YouTube is trying to silence me. So I levied an appeal, and this is what I put in the appeal. There is no medical misinformation in this podcast. You're deleting this video on a lie. Agent Orange, mustard gas, dirty bombs are not medical misinformation. Neither is the biolabs that develop bioweapons for warfare. Timestamp 4 minutes 45 seconds. That's in the podcast that they deleted. That would have been my podcast number 17, a red line, for the fourth time. And I reiterate that this is not medical misinformation. I have not violated any policy. You have decided to stifle my ability to have an open conversation. Steven Crowder, Jordan Peterson, Russell Brand, and others that are on can say way more controversial shit than I have here, but you can strike me down and delete my content because I have no following, near 0 subscribers. If you do not revert your decision in this matter, that will showcase that YouTube is indeed owned and operated by weak-spirited bullies and cowards that are threatened by any talk that goes against their political leaning. This makes you appear like weak-spirited bullies and continues to reinforce that there are those of you in places of power that only want to hear about their own groupthink, and you are threatened by any talk that goes against your political leaning. There is no medical misinformation in this video. And I encourage anybody listening to this to go to my Rumble and listen to the video, the entire podcast, unedited there. It is Protodead podcast number 17, red line number 4. And you will agree, there is no medical misinformation in that video. So YouTube decided to stifle me, and they damn near deleted my entire channel because of this. So, yeah, so I just wanted to plug this. This was my appeal to them. And of course they rejected it. You know, they decided that I didn't have a standing and they could bully me and they could, falsely accuse me of medical misinformation and damn near ruin my channel because YouTube are fucking cowards. So on to the rest of the video. Hello, boys and girls. This is Protodead coming back at you with another channel update. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I don't know the state of the channel, like where anything's going. YouTube doesn't like some of my podcasts, so I've got a warning a while back. So rewind about 1.5 years ago. YouTube decided that one of the guys that I have a YouTube podcast thing with that I posted redlined that YouTube doesn't like what Redline has to say. So they decided to give me a warning, first ever warning. I didn't think any of the stuff he said was all that controversial, but I can't mention it here because YouTube will probably strike my channel and remove this video too, and it will be unavailable. So I got to watch what I say. But maybe I could say that some of the things that YouTube didn't like was anybody talking about schmack scenes or a place in Europe that rhymes with Wu-Tang that's currently in not a war, but a floor with another European country that like is led by a guy named we'll call him Pootie Tang. So YouTube doesn't like any talk like that. I'm not right wing. I'm not Republican. I'm not left-wing, I'm not a liberal, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not whatever. I'm not none of that stuff. I'm just trying to find stuff out. I'm just trying to learn. I would like to hear from people. I'm more interested in movies and books, video games, comic books, TV, music. I don't know very much about the political spectrum, but it saddens my heart to know that YouTube is apparently interested in silencing people that oppose their political leanings or whatever, is what it seems like. Personally, I don't know. I'd like to talk to somebody that at YouTube, but they won't talk to me. So anyway, I've got 1,400 plus subscribers, so I'm over 1,000. I've had no growth in the past 3 months. So rewind back a year and a half, I got my first warning ever, and I got the video deleted. Didn't understand why. They can't tell me at what point in the video was it a problem, like what specifically was said. They will not tell you that. You don't really have a rebuttal. They don't care about your appeal. If they decided they have a problem with you, they will erase you. They will silence you. They will kick you out the door. Later that same day, they deleted another video, another podcast, me and Redline, and striked my channel. Soon after that, I received a second strike. So if you get 3 strikes on YouTube, you're out. Your channel's deleted, your account is suspended, and you can't make another account using the same email. And there may be some other stipulations. I didn't really look into it, or it's changed since I've looked into it. But it sounded to me like it was like the end of any ability to make a YouTube account unless you spoofed your IP, or maybe you rebuilt your computer with a hardware spoofing or whatever, a hardware ID ban or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I was sitting on 2 strikes, and you got to wait 3 months for that shit to fall off. And a lot of people say you don't normally even get a strike. Like, you get 1 strike. Normally no one ever gets a second strike. Well, I cleaned up my act. Didn't understand why YouTube had a problem with what Redline had to say. And again, if anybody were to go back and listen, I wasn't speaking about a lot of this stuff that somebody might call controversial. I was just listening, trying to understand. So I went back and deleted all of the remaining 3 other ones, so 5 total podcasts with Redline. They had given me a warning and deleted 2. And well, I think it was 3 of them that they had a problem with, so I ended up deleting 2 more, or something thereabouts. And then I give it about a year, and I decided, well, I'm going to go back through and re-listen to them and repost some of the ones that I thought maybe that were actually okay, or maybe it's been enough time where some of the things that he said has come to light as being actually true, regarding schmack scenes. I can't say the word because they'll they'll delete my ass. So I went back there and listened to it and decided to re-upload the ones that I thought was the safest. Well, within minutes of one going active, they struck my channel again, and this was recently. So I just got out of YouTube jail. They deleted the video. I've since uploaded all 5 podcasts to my Rumble account, and Rumble doesn't seem to have a problem with that sort of First Amendment, people talking about stuff and having ideas and conspiracy theories. Some of this stuff's pretty wild that he's got to say, but So I'd advise anybody who cares to go check out my Rumble. Links down below to the Rumble account for those podcasts in their entirety, unaltered, unedited. And eventually I'm going to re-upload newly edited, safer, G-rated versions for YouTube's audience, because apparently YouTube is cultivating a pretty safe space for most people here. So I don't really know where I stand anymore with the interest of YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I got through most of that stuff, and I finally reached 1,000 subscribers, which I didn't do a 1,000 subscriber video because it was right in the middle of all this stuff. I got over 4,000 hours watched, and they reviewed my channel for monetization, which is a big milestone for me, and they denied it. So they told me that the majority of my content was stolen or copyrighted, which is untrue. I don't have all the numbers directly in front of me here, but I think I did a rough calculation that 97.6% of all the content that I did was arguably 100% me that I created. It's mostly video game stuff of my video game playthroughs or recordings of me playing and then edited it together with, funny memes or whatever, or goofy shit. But they decided that the very small percentage of just straight up movie scenes that I uploaded or music that I bastardized by re-editing some of the lyrics around to make it kind of a funny video. They decided that those several videos, which was probably only about 12 out of the over 1,000 videos I have uploaded, I don't know how many it is, it's a bunch. They decided that was enough to not consider me for monetization. So I decided to delete all those videos as well. So I deleted all of anything that said that it had a copyright claim against it, not a copyright strike, but just a claim. And I figured that everybody would understand at YouTube that those videos, obviously, I couldn't make any money on. Those videos apparently had more interest from the audience. So they got more views and they got more traction on YouTube, and I figured that would just draw people to the other stuff that I've actually created that one could argue is all me, you know. But no, YouTube decided that even still, 97% of 100% me created content wasn't close enough to 100% that they decided to deny me. So I deleted all those videos. And then found myself basically completely plummeted. Viewership plummeted. Watched hours plummeted. So everything just stifled to a crawl. I've had no growth in the past, arguably 6 months, but in the past 3 months for sure. It's basically been stagnant. So I don't know where I stand from here. I mean, I've learned that the journey of video editing and uploading YouTube, I've learned a bunch. I've gone through a bunch of stuff, trials and tribulations, and having to learn stuff on my own. So I value all that. It's been a good long run. But as far as YouTube uploads go, I don't know how active or interested in my channel anymore I'm going to be. I might focus on Rumble, maybe see if I can get some growth there or whatever. Basically because I don't have to fear that anything I might release there is going to end up coming back to haunt me later. Because Rumble seems to be a little bit more understanding that people are people, and you know, people are going to use media from all sorts of places. I mean, that's pretty much what most of the internet is people recycling other ideas and other memes and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty disillusioned by the YouTube system. I feel cheated. I feel wronged in a lot of ways. But it's not that. It's not like it depresses me or anything. It's not that big of a deal. I don't give a shit. I've got a full-time job. It's not like YouTube content creation is my life. It's just something I've been doing on the side for fun. So it's not that big of a deal. I have learned that my long play series is dead. I'm not going to do any more of those. That was a good exercise there for a little while, but basically nobody wants to watch just straight up raw gameplay of single player video games. So I'm not going to do any more of those. Escape from Tarkov has been my go-to thing I've been super interested in, but I'm so tired of that game, man. I don't even know if I want to do any more videos on that coming up anytime soon. So yeah, basically I'm just going to dump whatever here. My channel's never going to get monetized because it's never going to get the viewership that I used to get. So I'd like to do more podcasts. That would be cool. I'd like to talk to intelligent people. I would like to learn, what other people know and what they've experienced and share that. I think a lot of people have a lot of value. And I think it's neat to be able to capture some of that and share it with an audience or share it with somebody else that you know and you love. And be able to, like a picture, a freeze frame, a conversation. Some people don't find the value in podcasts, and I understand that technology has advanced to such a degree where everybody and their mama and their dog can make their own fucking podcast, and they have, and so have I, obviously. So it's not anything special anymore. Maybe 15 years ago, it was probably the market to jump into that sort of crap, but I think I'm more interested in that now than I am in trying to do multimedia stuff or try to gain an audience with video game stuff. The market is so saturated, and I knew that going into it. I knew I had jumped on the surfboard way late. I had missed the wave, so to speak. So it's not like I ever got my hopes up that anything would ever come of it. Having zero growth is really, it's one of those, it's a marker of success, but it's not detrimental to my mental health or anything. It's not like it's really that big of a deal to me. It's just, obviously I have made some mistakes with the YouTube. And my biggest, most successful video was a decapitated rattlesnake video that I can never replicate. I don't go out chopping rattlesnakes' heads off every day or whatever. And I didn't chop it off in the video, and I say that in the video, but and it is what it is. People seem to think perception is reality, so I can't get away from that. I'm not ever going to do another one of those videos again unless the fucking blue moon happens and there's another rattlesnake in the front yard and somebody cuts its head off and I record it. But so that I'm not going to delete the video. It's my most successful and arguably some of my best work, which I've thought about it quite a bit here recently, and I've decided that that's proof that content, like actual good content, is way better than editing ability or how much post-production work you put in any piece of media to share. You got to start with damn good content first. So I've been meditating on a lot of this stuff, and I've realized that if I want to continue video editing and audio editing and working in the digital space, that I've got to produce better stuff, and I got to start with good stuff first. So anyhow, that's where I'm at. Catch me later, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Looks like my son's back from school. So anyway, this is Protodead. I guess we'll see you in the next upload, whenever that may be. But until then, catch me on Rumble, man. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think on Rumble about some of the stuff that YouTube thinks is too spicy for their platform. Hey boy, come here. Give me a hug and a kiss. Kiss on my head. You got some chalky milk? Hold it up for the camera. Chalky milk.
Yep. Wrong direction.
Hey, does my YouTube channel suck?
No.
Honestly.
No, it doesn't.
You fucking liar.